Hey guys, welcome back to News Motorbike. So, Kawasaki's done it again. The 2026 Ninja ZX-10R has officially arrived, and this one isn't just a light refresh. It's a serious step forward, the kind Kawasaki calls the next evolution of Ninja. They've taken what was already a championship-proven superbike and pushed it further with new aerodynamic winglets, up to 25% more downforce, and a revised chassis geometry that sharpens handling in ways you'll definitely feel on the road or track. If you followed the Ninja lineup, you know the ZX-10R has a pretty deep racing background. Since the mid-2000s, this has been Kawasaki's flagship superbike, a machine that basically grew up on the WorldSBK grid. Every generation has carried a bit of that racing DNA. Powerful engines, sharp frames, and that signature aggressive styling. The last few years have seen it fine-tuned for both precision and speed, but 2026 takes that mindset and evolves it further. Now let's talk tech, because this is where things get interesting. The new aerodynamic winglets aren't just for looks. Kawasaki claims they deliver up to 25% more downforce than before, giving the bike a much more stable and planted front-end feel through corners. That's a big deal, especially when you're leaning hard or braking deep. To make the most out of those aero improvements, the chassis has also been reworked. The front fork is now 2 mm lower, the swing arm pivot point sits 2 mm higher, and there's a new linkage setup. All part of what they call optimized geometry for winglet performance. These tweaks might sound small, but together they improve how the bike turns in, tracks through corners, and hooks up on exit. Power still comes from that familiar 998 cubic centimeters inline-four engine, proven, refined, and straight from Kawasaki's WorldSBK experience. The electronic suite carries over all the essentials: traction control, launch control, quick shifter, cornering ABS, and multiple riding modes. Altogether, it forms what Kawasaki now calls the Ninja Performance Package, a mix of cutting-edge aerodynamics and chassis upgrades that keep the ZX-10R ahead of its class. The 2026 model made its public debut at EICMA 2025, and it immediately drew a crowd. Pricing in the US is expected to start around $18,799, depending on the trim and color options. That keeps it competitive in the leader class market, sitting between the Yamaha R1 and Honda CBR 1000 RRR. For riders who actually plan to take it to the track, it's hard to argue with what you're getting here. Personally, I think Kawasaki nailed the balance this time. The updates feel purposeful, not flashy, and the idea of improving chassis geometry just to match winglet performance shows how much thought went into this bike. It's still aggressive and fast, but it's also smarter and more refined. So yeah, the 2026 Ninja ZX-10R isn't just an upgrade, it really does feel like an evolution. But what about you guys? Do you think all these aero and geometry tweaks actually make a difference for everyday riders? Or is this purely a racer's dream? Drop your thoughts below, because this might just be the most focused Ninja we've seen yet.